Hey everyone, it's Kelly from PicoPixl. For our last game, we had our AI build a version of Blackjack. For rules, we added pretty much what you'd expect in a game of Blackjack. The user starts the game and makes their first wager, and the dealer deals out 2 cards to the player, as well as 1 card to themselves. You can then hit or stand, and the dealer hits to itself. Everything works great, and as far as aesthetics, we went with our typical neon look. The AI did have some trouble with the original instructions just because it ran out of context memory, but eventually we got it there, and it turned out great. I put the game up on the site, so hopefully you've had some fun times playing with it. Next up, we'll get back to the arcade classics, and in this video, we'll have the AI tackle Asteroids. The game's been around for almost 50 years, and despite being fairly simple compared to today's AAA games, it's still a great game. Let's get started. But first, if you haven't already, make sure to like the video if you're enjoying it, and be sure to subscribe as well. This helps others discover PicoPixl and the fun games we're building. Okay, so let's start by looking at the rules for Asteroids, and use that to build out the prompt that we give to the AI. For those unfamiliar with Asteroids, it's a space-themed shooter game where you control a triangular spaceship in an asteroid field. The goal is to shoot and destroy asteroids while avoiding collisions. And when you destroy a large asteroid, it breaks into smaller pieces, making the gameplay increasingly challenging as you progress. Controls are pretty straightforward: rotate left, rotate right, thrust forward, shoot, and there's usually a hyperspace button that warps you to a random spot on the screen. It's a last resort when you're about to crash. Points are awarded based on the size of the asteroids destroyed, with the smaller ones worth more points. Occasionally, flying saucers appear and shoot at your ship, and that adds another element of danger. For our AI-built version, we'll want to maintain that classic vector graphics style, but with our signature PicoPixl neon aesthetic. We'll also see if we can add a few new twists onto the classic. I have a prompt ready, which reflects all the rules and design elements we just discussed, so I'll paste it in and let the AI get started. And so, while the AI is processing our request, I'll share a quick history of Asteroids. The game was created by Atari, and it was released in November of 1979, designed by Ed Logg and Lyle Rains. It quickly became one of the most popular and influential games of the golden age of arcade video games. The vector graphics were revolutionary for the time, and they created a distinctive visual style that really stood out from other arcade games. Players were immediately drawn to its simple but challenging gameplay, and the game was so popular that some arcade owners had to install larger coin boxes to handle all the quarters. So Asteroids was actually inspired by an earlier game called Computer Space and Space War, but its refined controls and gameplay made it much more accessible to average players. The game sold over 70,000 arcade units, and it became Atari's best-selling arcade game of all time. The original cabinet used a unique control setup with 5 buttons: rotate left, rotate right, thrust, fire, and hyperspace. The control scheme became the standard for many different space shooters that followed, and Asteroids was so successful that it spawned several sequels, including Asteroids Deluxe and ports to just about every home console of the era. Okay, looks like the AI is finished processing. It actually took a couple of nudges to get everything working properly, but it looks like we've got a fully functional game now, so let's check it out. Okay, so as you can see, we've got our triangular spaceship that rotates and thrusts just like in the original. The physics feel good. It's got that slight drift when you cut the thrusters that feels super satisfying. And when you shoot the asteroids, they break apart into smaller pieces, and they create that cascading challenge that the original was known for. I especially like how the AI implemented the neon visual style. The glowing outlines on the ship and asteroids really pop against the dark background, and they give it that PicoPixl signature look. The particles that appear when the asteroids explode are a nice touch too. It did a good job of adding UFOs for extra challenge, and it even added in the extra power-ups that I requested. The hyperspace feature works great as well. It's that panic button when you're surrounded by asteroids with no way out. Of course, it's always a gamble since you could teleport right into another asteroid. The scoring system and level progression are working perfectly. It's fun to try to rack up the score as you progress through the levels. Okay, so I've already added the game to the PicoPixl website alongside our other classic arcade recreations, so head over there if you want to try it out for yourself. So, what do you think of our AI-created Asteroids? Is it bringing back those classic arcade memories? Let me know in the comments below what classic game you'd like to see the AI tackle next. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more AI-built games. We're exploring the intersection of classic game design and modern AI capabilities, and there's plenty more exciting projects coming up. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.